y'all, my name is Gretchen and I'm the Restless Thrifter. I'm a reseller on eBay, Mercari, Poshmark, and Depop, and now Facebook Marketplace. I've added that to my arsenal just to see how it goes for Q4. I have a great thrift haul to share with you. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I do what sold videos and haul videos for things that I'm going to resell online for a profit. I do mostly clothing, shoes, bags, accessories, sometimes some home goods, but my niche is really in clothing and specifically plus size clothing. So let's get started. This one is fantastic. I haven't added it up yet, but I will show you at the end what my total is, and you will have already seen it in the thumbnail if you saw that. I spent $124. I don't know how many pieces I have yet either, but I do know how much I spent on each item. So I'll tell you that as I go along, what I spent, what I expect to get for it or list it for, and what the average sales price and sell-through rate are as listed in eBay. I use eBay's product research tool, so sell-through rate is going to cap out at 100% because you cannot sell more than 100% of what is available. I'll put the calculation here in case you're wondering. There's a step that a lot of people miss, and that's adding in the denominator, including in the denominator, the amount listed still. The part that hasn't sold. Okay, we're going to get started. There are some bolos in here, brand new bolos to me as well. Let me make some room. I'm going to start with this item because this is I'll start with the two things I bought for myself. This is a Chico's blouse. I'm assuming it's going to fit me. It's Chico's. It's just a nice soft chambray embroidered tunic. Everything comes out of the thrift store smelling so perfumey. Well, I can sell this if it doesn't fit, but I'm pretty confident it will. I'm going to put it over there so I can drop it in the wash. I have priced everything, but I haven't like steamed and washed everything yet. Okay, let's go to Vendoo, which is where I cross-post everything out from Vendoo to the various platforms. This first item, Chico's embroidered chambray tunic top, I could list for $25, and I paid $4.32. But like I said, I'm going to try it on as it looks nice and comfy. And this is the other thing I bought from me just to wear around the house or to bed. It's, I think it's a homemade silk. It feels like 100% silk tie-dye muumuu. It's a long, and I could sell this possibly, but it does have some damage. And I just thought this looked like something comfortable to wear for myself. I did not look this up. There's no brand, there's no size, there's nothing. Again, I don't know if it'll fit me because there's no size, but if it does, I'm going to keep that for myself. All right, 2 pairs of shoes. One of them is a definite bolo, okay? And then we're gonna go through a whole bunch of clothes, mostly dresses. This one is the bolo. I paid, it was half off, so I paid $5. And these might not look like much, but they are Saba. I had not heard of that brand. I saw Saba handmade Gaziantep, probably not saying that right, Turkey. And they looked like they were real shearling, suede, didn't have any like stains or anything on them. Not even really worn inside very much, you know, just on the soles. These are a bolo. Saba leather shearling slip-on shoes. I don't know if these are supposed to be slippers or shoes to wear outside. I don't know. But they have an ASP of $56 with a 77% sell-through rate. Y'all, that's over 50%. 50% is what some people would call 100%. 77% sell-through rate is awesome. I paid $5.41. That's with the cost of tax. And I'm going to list them for $99.96 because people had them listed like, I think the average listing price was almost $100 because some were listed for over that. So that is probably my best find. This next one is a more bread and butter type find for me. Although I've never found this style of Croc. It's a platform. And it's unisex, which is interesting because they don't make all Crocs unisex. They make some of them. And it's interesting that they made the platform ones unisex. I paid half of $15 plus tax, whatever that is. So I'll look it up. These are the Crocs Classic Crush sandals in bone. And the ASP was $31, sell-through rate 29%. I like to get 25 to 30% or more for my sell-through rates, or more if at all possible. But these were in great condition. They really just need a good wipe down. I'll probably spray some goof off on them and wipe them down with a baby wipe. That's my typical way of doing it. And they didn't write on the bottom, which is nice. They just used stickers because it would have been hard to get the writing off the leather soles. I'm going to list them for $35. I did spend $8.11. Probably a little too much for them, but I know they're going to sell pretty quickly. Well, maybe not because it's not summer. All right, these next two things, another Bolo that I had not heard of, and I never would have thought these would be a Bolo. But this brand is Jess and Jane. Even this smells so heavily like perfume, and it's brand new with tags. So you know they spray something on these clothes. Made in USA. I would call this new old stock or dead stock. And it's a 2X. And it's this crazy looking 3/4 length sleeve, I think. Or maybe long sleeve t-shirt with dragonflies and flowers on it. I will steam it to try to get some of that scent out because that's pretty heavy. Let me show you the other one and then I'll talk about what I'm going to list them for. This one is also new old stock. This one's a V-neck and it's also got the tags there, and it is also a 2X. So there is the tag. Jess and Jane. This one's a little less crazy than the other one, I think, just because the colors are not as wild. I looked them up because I saw that one was new with tags. I'd already passed on the other one, didn't see the new with tag, and then I saw the new with tag, and I went, you know, this kind of reminds me of Quacker Factory. Let me look it up a little bit. I'm going to be listing them each for $49. No, $50, $49.96. I paid $4.32 each. The ASP is $38 and the sell-through rate is 32%. Excuse me. So you may not be getting, you know, over $50 or anything for them, and they may not sell overnight, but I'd still consider that a Bolo. Like when I'm looking through plus size, Jess and Jane. And I wouldn't have thought about it before. Now this dress, there is a knockoff of this dress that is listed on the, I think it's the Fashion Nova site or something like that. This brand is Monaco. I saw the style of the dress first, and then I saw that label, and I was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna get this. This is pretty cool. Look at these sleeves. Richard, what are you doing? He's on his back. My giant German Shepherd on his back, doodle-bugging. What are you doing, silly? This one has a lining, and the one that is what I'm calling the knockoff either has a flesh lining or no lining. The silver sparkles are coming off, so maybe this isn't like the best quality, but it's a size small, and I just loved the style of it. Now, I saw some that were listed pretty high, but I don't know if it warranted that kind of a listing. I'm going to put all of these over here, and I'll hang them up when I'm done. So I'm calling this the Monaco mesh lace sleeve dress, and I'm going to list it for $56. Cost of goods, $5.41. I don't have a sell-through rate, but I'll include some comps here. This next one's pretty interesting. I saw this crazy looking burlap with this neon inside, and I didn't see any tags, and I went, I bet that's reversible. Let me check the pocket. Because if it's reversible, then it probably has the brand in the pocket. And it's Lila Rose. It is a size 2. It's linen on one side and silk on the other, and it is fluorescent orange. It's a jacket. It does have some snags. Let me see if I can show that better. Some snags on the back. I'm going to try to fix, like tie a knot and cut so that they don't continue to unravel, which I imagine is going to happen to linen, or as I want to call it, burlap. I know I've picked up Lila Rose before, I think. This is, I know I had some comps. Again, I don't have a sell-through rate for some reason. I paid $5.41. I'm going to list it for $50. All right, next one. This one's really pretty. Cute cocktail or prom or homecoming dress. Lots of sequins, pretty much all over sequins. Mini length, lined, and it's open in the back. It looked like high quality sequins. And this is Belle by Badgley Mishka. And it is a size 6. Looked in great condition. I found a lot of different sequined ones. And I would not say that this is a Bolo. It may not sell for what I'm listing it for, which is $70. But the brand with sequin dresses did have a $47 ASP. And that's for used with a 9% sell-through rate. Cost of goods, $4.32. Next, probably a Bolo. I have one Laura Ashley dress in my inventory, but it is a tank dress that is made in Italy. This is a made in Great Britain prairie dress. And it does have all the buttons, but one of them is a little frayed. I'm hoping that won't hurt the sell-through rate too much. It's got some puff sleeves, long sleeves, it's a midi length. It is so soft. I think this is wool and cotton blend. It is so soft. It's not real heavy and thick like you would think of with wool though. But this style of Laura Ashley dress, it does well. How well, you might ask? Let me tell you. I'm going to list mine for $90. I paid $4.32. The ASP for Laura Ashley prairie dress is $41. So I am listing mine a little bit high. Sell-through rate's 13%, but this particular style I think is going to do great. Another dress. I think almost everything's a dress, y'all. Eloquii, great plus size brand, size 16. And this is a long sleeve, kind of a bell sleeve, polka dot. I think it's knee length or midi dress with a belt, and it does have the belt. And this pink on pink polka dot. Oh. Ever since Eloquii started being sold at Walmart, I feel like the quality of even the non-Walmart line has gone down a little bit. But if I can get it for cheap, I will pick it up. If it's a cute style too. So this I'm only listing for $30. I paid $4.32. The ASP for Eloquii polka dot dresses is $17 and the sell-through rate is 17%. This is not a dress, but it is a jumpsuit. And it is sold at Anthropologie. It is mauve. And this one is a size 14. It's a strapless jumpsuit with pockets and a belt. This is probably supposed to be in the center, like, I don't know. With lemons. So cute. The wrong season for this, but still very cute. So this probably will wait until spring. You never know, though. I never know when things are going to sell. Things sell out of season all the time. So Maeve is, like I said, this one is sold at Anthropologie. Again, don't have a sell-through rate. And usually that means that I found comps on Poshmark, but not really on eBay. So I paid $3.24. I'm going to list it for $45. Okay, another sequined item. This one I wasn't sure if I should pick up, and I went, you know what, I'll go ahead and do it. It is a strappy, this is the back. Lace up the back, strappy, hot pink sequin mini dress. There we go. It's caught on itself. And it has got a slit. Is that a slit? Yeah. I'm very confused, actually. I'll have to put it, I don't know if it's ruched or what, but it's got something going on. And the brand I had not heard of, it's Saints and Secrets. But I did look it up because I saw, it's Australian, maybe. And then I looked it up and I went, nah, this brand's not good. And then I found a comp of the exact dress and I went, well. So I hemmed and hawed and I went ahead and got it because it was the 50% off sale. I'm going to list it for $40. I paid $4.32. All right, this next one is a bread and butter brand, Torrid, size 2X. Got a lot of summery things, but you know, it's a half off sale and I had found some good stuff. So this is fully lined and it is a handkerchief hem dress. Pretty cute. Kind of reminds me of like a Free People style. This is the Torrid Midi Chalice handkerchief dress. And I paid $3.24. The ASP was $21 and the sell-through rate was $24. I didn't put a list price in there, so I'm going to do $29.96, so $30. This one, I actually found two like this. I found a red and white gingham and a green and white gingham, and this is my first time finding flax, which had been a bolo for me. I'd been looking for it and I finally found it. They're both sleeveless gingham linen button shirt dresses, and they both need a steam to get out all the wrinkles. The gingham, I don't know if that does as well as just like a neutral or something would in this brand. Anytime I've seen somebody sell flax, it has been more of a neutral item. I forgot to put a title on one of these. Let's see. I guess process of elimination. I'm going to list them each for $70 though. The ASP is only $33. The sell-through rate is only less than 1%. I paid $3.24. Why am I listing them for $70? It must have had something to do with the other ones that were listed in these styles because, or I'm just crazy. It's possible I'm crazy. All right, this next one is something, I don't know the brand. I looked it up and it was something like My Lady or something, I don't know. But it is, and it's not vintage, but it looks vintage. In fact, it looks really old. It's this jacket, this coat. It buttons all the way down the front, or snaps. And it does have some wear. So this, again, was another one I'm like, maybe I shouldn't be getting it. but I just love this retro look, and I think someone's gonna love it. Once I get it on the mannequin or a hanger, I will take pictures and Google image it, because I tried while it was just laying on the bin and it didn't come up. So, but look at that kind of Peter Pan collar. I think it's wool and something. It is pretty worn, but again, I'll be able to get something for it, and I just love the retro style. And I did think it was vintage at first, and then the tag inside, there's just no way it could be vintage, I don't think. All right, I'm gonna list it for $20. I paid $4.32. This one is another vintage item. I picked it up because I thought it had cats on it. And I'm not sure what this print is, but you see how I thought they were cats, right? Green and white, kind of a satin blouse on, tie neck. Sometimes you get a whiff of something and you're like, what was that? Just checking, you know. The brand, it doesn't probably matter. It is vintage. It is a size 12 Lady Carol of New York. I did find some solds in this brand, not this particular dress itself. I bet that Lady Carol one is this one that I'm going to list for $25. Because I didn't have a title on it. ASP was $20, sell-through rate 9%. So some low sell-through rates on some of these, but I did pick up a lot of out-of-season stuff. This one was a surprising one. I'm not sure if it's a bolo. We'll see how it sells for me. It's Ilana Catan, made in USA. And the made in USA is what made me look it up. The reason I grabbed it off the rack is just because of the really crazy print. And then I felt it and I'm like, I don't know, this doesn't feel super high quality. But when I looked at the brand on eBay, it performed well. Ilana Catan. I thought it said Catau, but it's Catan. $39 ASP with a 12% sell-through rate. I paid $3.24. I'm going to list it for $50. Here's another one that I just wasn't sure about, but it felt like good quality. I had not seen Finley before. This tag is so worn off that I'm like, did it ever say anything? I don't know. I don't think it's vintage just based on the tag itself. But that paper tag being worn off makes me wonder, and I saw no other tags inside. Regardless, I found some comps. This is a shirt dress. It feels like a really nice cotton, is what it feels like. And it's just cute cream and black floral. My phone hopefully is not going to go dead here. We'll see. So Finley floral shirt dress had a $30 ASP, 13% sell-through rate. I paid $3.24. I'm going to list it for $40. And here's one that I knew was a risk because it is Draper James RSVP, which is the Kohl's line of Draper James. But I liked the print a lot for like the holidays, and it's an extra large. It's a square neck, puff sleeve. It's got a smocked back. That's smocking, and I think it's a midi length, and it's lined. Might be like just at the knee or just below the knee. Very pretty for the holidays though. Who knows? Maybe I'll lose enough weight to fit in it myself. Probably not by Christmas. But one can dream. Draper James square neck puffed sleeve dress. I did find the Kohl's listing. It's no longer for sale there. And I didn't find this exact dress, so I really didn't look up the sell-through rate. $30 is what I'm going to list it for, and I paid $3.24. Here's the other flax dress. It is red and white, otherwise exactly the same, sleeveless, button front shirt dress. I think it's midi length. This one is a vintage item. I like to pick up vests. This was in the men's. I'm pretty sure it is men's, but I bought it to list in women's, and I bought it because of the sun and the moon and the stars. I'm going to put celestial, sun, moon, stars, all of that. Vintage, probably like a 90s. It is acetate, so maybe it's even older. I don't remember if we made a lot of things with acetate. 100%. That says acetato. And then this says soy. Seta. I'll have to look all that up. Anyway, it's a medium. I'm going to list it in the women's. It only cost me $1.08 because it was $1.99 on sale. Feels like it might be silk, but it's saying acetate, so. And that one was a surprising one. I just looked up vintage celestial vest. It had a $23 ASP, 24% sell-through rate. I'm gonna list mine for $35. Excuse me. I got a lot of dresses. We are most of the way through. Another vintage dress, another plus size. It's size 16. It's St. Tropez West dresses. I just think things smell so weird from thrift stores sometimes. It is a maxi length floral, kind of a Hawaiian print. It's got these beads. It's got a little tie around the waist. It's a fit and flare-ish, not super flared. And I think it's just rayon or something like that. I'm going to list it for $40. I paid $4.32. That was the price of like a lot of my items because they were $7.99, half off plus tax. The ASP for this brand was $41 and sell-through rate 3%. So I could possibly list it for more, but I didn't find this exact style. I'm gonna have to do a big load of laundry tonight so I can start listing this stuff. This one is fresh produce. I think this is an online only brand. Size large. I think this is a cover-up. We're supposed to be a cover-up, but you can use it for whatever, I'm sure. It's a button-down, hooded, fish print, periwinkle. It's so cute, and it's got that crinkly material. Fresh produce is made in the USA. I think it's not vintage. I just think it's made in the USA. It's one of those brands. You can't assume everything made in the USA is vintage. And I'm going to list mine for $30. I paid $3.24. The ASP was $24 and the sell-through rate is 13%. Okay. We've got like maybe 5 items left or something. This next one is a bread and butter brand, Lane Bryant. And it is an 1820. It's a really cute ruffle shoulder. You could wear it off the shoulder, but if you wanted chambray, floral, just really pretty, really soft. I don't know if I got many things for the current season or the upcoming season, but I got a lot of stuff for summer. Oh, I didn't write down the ASP. I'm going to list it for $25. I may not have even looked it up because, like, the ASP, because I just know what I list Lane Bryant for. My cost of goods, $3.24. Next, another plus size item. Don't be surprised there. Tea by Talbots. This has UPF of 50 plus, and it's a 2X popover. It's more of a half sip. Ooh, this is really perfumey too. Goodness. God, I hope this is machine washable. It's got zip pockets. Yeah. Damn. Okay. Just start a load tonight. Good Lord, that's perfumey. I thought it was just like some lady's perfume, but I think they spray their stuff down or something. Do you guys know if thrift stores spray their stuff? I'm going to list this as for $25, cost of goods $4.32, ASP only $18, surprisingly for Talbots. 38% sell-through rate though, that's good. Free People. I'm in a silly mood. Free People, you know the tag. It's a size large. It is a mini dress. One of those cute boho mini dresses. Kind of a dark floral cottagecore vibe. Very cute. I found this one. I like being able to look up the exact style name. It's nice. This is the Wonderland printed mini dress in black. If you don't know, you can get the style number on the tag inside. This tag. There's one that's going to start with OB, and that is the style number. The ASP was really low though. $14. Sell-through rate 13%. Cost of goods $3.24. So for some insane reason, I'm listing mine for $50. I think that was the listing price for it. I only found a few new with tag items. This is one of them. It's a Tommy Bahama Golf dress. Tommy Bahama Golf dress. This did come from Marshalls. I cut the Marshalls tag off. And I debated on whether to get this one too, because it is a small, and it was a Marshalls. But, you know, the comps looked good. So the comps were $30 ASP with a 18% sell-through rate. I was okay with that. I paid $4.32. I'm going to list it for $40. Last item. It really is. And then I can start some laundry. Whew, stinky bunch of clothing. This, I don't know if Llamas is the brand. It's not Tony Llama. It's made in Mexico. It's a size large. It's 100% cotton. I did find one sold that was red with the same parrot on it. Mine's green, like a teal. And it has pockets. Love dresses with pockets. It's a midi length. I just thought it was pretty unique. I paid $5.41 for this one, and I'm going to list it for $60. So that's everything, and I'm going to add it all up. I'll show you here what I could potentially get for everything. I know that you could probably knock 20% off the top of that right away. I know that. Some things will sell full price. Most things will sell on an offer. 20% is the offer that I tend to send out. So I'll be realistic. I'm going to put that right out there and be real. Guys, give me a thumbs up if you found any of this useful. Or if you stayed this long and you didn't find it useful, then why the hell are you still here? Just kidding. I love you guys. Bye, and just keep listing.